How we help a probate state avoiding coming out of pocket. When Pam first called us, she wasn't worried about selling the house. She was worried that after paying the existing mortgage, probate attorney's fees, outstanding creditors, and all of the expenses that she had personally incurred while administrating the estate, she and the beneficiaries might actually have to come out of pocket just to get through the probate process. That's not something that most families expect, and here is how we solve it. Before we talk about listing the property, we took a step back and looked at the estate as a whole. We asked one simple question: what problem are we really trying to solve? After reviewing the numbers, it became clear that selling the home as is wasn't the best solution. The issue wasn't whether the home would sell. The issue was that selling it in its current condition wouldn't generate enough proceeds to satisfy all of the estate's financial obligations. We looked at two options: sell the home as is or invest in strategic improvements to increase its value. Now, at first glance, renovating sounds expensive, but here is what made this case different. The estate wasn't paying for the work. Every dollar of labor and materials was fronted and deferred until closing. So instead of the estate spending money, we used the home's future equity to pay for the improvements. That meant Pam didn't have to reach into her own pocket. The beneficiaries didn't have to contribute any money. The estate could continue moving through probate without financial burden or funding the renovation. By increasing the home's value before it hit the market, we created enough additional equity to completely change the financial outcome. Instead of leaving the estate short, the proceeds were projected to pay off the existing mortgage, satisfy the estate's financial obligations, reimburse the administrator for the expenses she had personally incurred, and still leave money remaining for the estate after the sale. That's why we don't start by asking, how quickly do you want to sell? We start by asking, what problem are we trying to solve? Sometimes the best real estate solution isn't the fastest one. It's the one that produces the best financial outcome for the family and the state. None of this would have been possible without Rolling Construction. They believe in this project enough to front all of the labor and materials, making it possible for the estate to move forward without having to invest money up front. Partnerships like these allow us to provide solutions that many families don't even realize exist, and we're grateful to work alongside professionals who genuinely care about helping people through difficult situations. If you're going through probate, don't assume selling the home as is your only option. Sometimes the best solution isn't the quickest solution. Sometimes it's the strategy that protects the estate, preserves equity, and helps the family from having to come out of pocket. We'll be honored to sit down with you, evaluate your situation, and help you determine the approach that makes the most financial sense for your family. And if you're a real estate agent, we would love to share these strategies with you so you can better serve your clients, solve more complex situations, and elevate your business. The more solutions you can offer, the more value you bring, and the more families you'll be able to help when they need it most. Let's talk. I'm here to help you make your next real estate move the clever way.